Hi, my name is Courtney Millison, and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how to write a journal within your Blackboard courses. For my classes, I require students to write journals instead of having to write a paper in response to an activity that we've done in class or some ideas that we're exploring that have a more individual response needed. So, for instance, in this class that I'm working on right now, I have listed a Journal 1 for audience analysis. And I'm asking my students to answer 3 specific things. So, if you are a student and you see a journal entry, which you can sometimes tell from the icon, or your faculty member may list journal, something along those lines, what you'll do is you'll click on the hyperlink. Inside the hyperlink, you'll see a description of what you're being asked to write about. Here's the hardest part for students though. This next step, it's like, okay, great, I'm here. I want to create a journal. I'd love to do that for you. Where do I do it? It's not the most intuitive design, but what you'll do is come to create journal entry, and it's up in this top left-hand corner of the page. If I were designing it, I would make it be bright, big bold letters or something more towards the center of the page, but you know what, they don't pay me to do that, so I get to create a video to show you how to do it, so thumbs up. What we're going to do though is I recommend copying this if you don't know if your instructor has listed that information for you on the next page where you'll create the journal. A simple way to do it is to select the text and use Control-C or right-click and copy. Next, we'll create journal entry. And what you'll do here is you'll start your journal off with Journal 1 Audience Analysis Response, or something that identifies what you're supposed to be doing. Now, for my classes, I ask students to write 50 words for each prompt that they're given. So specifically what that means is my students will answer A in a paragraph with at least 50 words. They'll answer B with at least 50 words. And they'll answer C with at least 50 words. Now, you don't have to space this out like I've done here. You can. It's just dependent upon what your faculty member wants. But the big thing that I'm looking for from my students is coming in here and typing. Now, some of you are like, you know what? I would much rather do this on a word processing. Great. You can come to your Google Drive and you can create a document. So new, Google Doc, and you can paste that information right back in here. And instead, you may want to just start typing. My ideas, and let me go back, Control-Z. If you want to remove the formatting that's here, you can do Control-Shift-V, and it will just make it look like normal text. That's a trick I learned this year. So what I can do here is say my ideas before the exercise included, and then I would write 50 words of what my thoughts were before the exercise. Then when I'm done with that, I'm going to be able to go through. Down here at the bottom in the green, I have installed Grammarly as a tool that helps me write well. Grammarly is a free website that you can put on any Google platform that you're working in. It'll also work at Blackboard, but you can just look for Grammarly.com and you can go from there. So that's a quick tutorial. Hopefully you have a better idea on how to create a journal entry. Once you're finished with that, you've spell checked it, you make sure you're writing a college level grammar, you're going to post the entry. And with that, you'll be done. Thanks for listening.